There's a phenomenon happening in relationships after 40 that nobody wants to talk about. Marriages that seemed solid for decades suddenly hit a wall. Partners who've been together for years start feeling like strangers. And the statistics are shocking. Divorce rates for people over 40 have doubled in the last 20 years. But here's what most people get wrong. This isn't about one person going crazy or having a midlife crisis. It's about a perfect storm of psychological, biological, and social changes that happen to both men and women during this period. Changes that most couples are completely unprepared for. Today I'm breaking down what actually happens to relationships after 40, why this period is so challenging, and what you need to understand to navigate it successfully. This isn't about blame. This is about understanding one of the most difficult transitions in adult life. Today's video is sponsored by the Wing Girl Method, created by dating expert Marnie, your personal wing girl. With over 1.4 million YouTube subscribers and features on MTV, Dr. Drew and Ask Men, Marnie's helped thousands of men stop guessing and finally succeed with women. Let's be real, most guys are hopeless at flirting. That's where Marnie's F formula comes in. It's a proven, science-based system that's helped over 100,000 men attract women naturally, boost confidence, and turn awkward moments into real connections.
I can honestly say this is better than all of the therapy that I've had. It changed my life because all of a sudden I realized there's nothing wrong with me.
You don't need movie star looks or a millionaire wallet. You just need the right method, and this one works. Because the Wing Girl Method is sponsoring this video, you can get a free preview of the F formula by clicking the first link below. And if you go for the full program, you'll also get 20% off. Stop overthinking, stop missing chances. Take control of your dating life right now. Let's get real about midlife relationships. The biological reality nobody discusses. The first thing we need to talk about is biology. After 40, both men and women experience massive hormonal shifts that fundamentally change how they feel, think, and relate to the world. These aren't minor adjustments. They're profound changes that affect mood, energy, desire, and even personality. For women, the approach to menopause brings dramatic hormonal fluctuations. Estrogen and progesterone levels start dropping, which affects far more than just reproductive function. These hormones influence mood regulation, stress response, sleep quality, and emotional stability. During perimenopause, which can last 4 to 10 years before actual menopause, hormone levels don't just decline, they fluctuate wildly, sometimes changing drastically from week to week. This creates a neurological roller coaster. One week, a woman might feel like her normal self. The next week, she might experience intense anxiety, irritability, or sadness for no apparent reason. She might struggle with brain fog, forgetting things she's always remembered easily. Her sleep might become disrupted, leading to exhaustion that affects everything else. Her libido might disappear entirely or change in unpredictable ways. The challenging part is that these changes often happen gradually and inconsistently. It's not like flipping a switch, it's more like the lights slowly dimming and flickering. Many women don't immediately recognize what's happening, they just know they don't feel like themselves anymore. But here's what most people don't realize. Men go through similar changes. Male testosterone levels begin declining around age 30, dropping about 1% per year. By the time a man reaches his 40s and 50s, these changes become more noticeable. Lower testosterone affects energy levels, mood, motivation, muscle mass, and sexual function. Men might find themselves feeling more tired, less motivated, or struggling with depression and irritability. They might experience decreased confidence or changes in how they relate to their partner sexually. Like women, many men don't recognize these changes as hormonal. They just feel off or not themselves. The biological reality creates a challenging dynamic in relationships. Both partners are going through significant internal changes, often simultaneously. Neither one feels quite like the person their partner married. And because these changes happen gradually, it's easy to misinterpret them as relationship problems rather than biological transitions. When a woman's hormones make her feel anxious or irritable, her partner might take it personally rather than understanding it as a biological response. When a man's declining testosterone affects his energy or interest, his partner might interpret it as loss of attraction rather than a hormonal shift. The tragedy is that most couples face these biological changes without any real understanding of what's happening. They interpret normal midlife hormonal transitions as relationship failures, personal failings, or loss of love. This misunderstanding creates conflict and distance right when couples most need compassion and understanding. Medical research shows that hormone replacement therapy, proper nutrition, exercise, and stress management can significantly ease these transitions for both men and women. But many people suffer unnecessarily because they don't recognize what's happening or feel embarrassed to seek help. Understanding the biological reality doesn't excuse bad behavior or justify relationship problems, but it does provide crucial context for why midlife can be such a challenging period for partnerships. When both people are dealing with significant internal changes they don't fully understand, maintaining connection and compassion becomes exponentially harder. The key is recognizing that these biological changes are normal, treatable, and temporary, not permanent personality shifts or relationship death sentences. Couples who understand and support each other through these biological transitions often emerge with stronger relationships. Those who misinterpret these changes as personal or relationship failures often struggle unnecessarily. The identity crisis that changes everything. Beyond biology, the 40s bring a profound psychological shift that affects how people see themselves, their lives, and their relationships. This is what psychologists call the midlife individuation process, a time when people reassess who they are and what they want from the rest of their lives. For many women, the 40s represent a particular turning point. If they've spent their 20s and 30s focused on building careers, raising children, or supporting a partner's ambitions, they reach their 40s and suddenly ask, "What about me? What do I want? Who am I beyond these roles I've been playing?" This isn't selfishness or a crisis. It's a natural and healthy developmental stage. Psychologist Carl Jung identified this as a crucial period of life when people need to reclaim parts of themselves they've suppressed or neglected. Women who've spent years prioritizing everyone else's needs often feel an urgent need to rediscover their own identity, desires, and potential. This manifests in different ways. Some women return to education or start new careers. Some rediscover hobbies or passions they'd set aside. Some become more assertive about their needs in relationships. Some reassess friendships and social circles, seeking deeper or more authentic connections. Some make dramatic life changes, moving, changing careers, ending relationships that no longer serve them. From the outside, especially to a partner who hasn't experienced this shift, these changes can seem sudden or extreme. "She's changed completely" is a common refrain. But the truth is usually more nuanced. She hasn't become a different person. She's becoming more fully herself by reclaiming aspects of her identity that were dormant. Men experience similar identity shifts in their 40s, though often expressed differently. Many men hit their 40s and begin questioning the choices they've made. They evaluate their career success and wonder if the sacrifices were worth it. They look at their relationships and ask if they've been truly intimate or just going through the motions. They assess their health, fitness, and vitality with new urgency as physical decline becomes more apparent. This midlife reassessment for men often involves questioning legacy and purpose. What have I actually accomplished? What will I be remembered for? Is this all there is? These aren't trivial questions. They're existential reckonings that can create significant internal turmoil. The identity crisis becomes particularly challenging in long-term relationships because both partners are often going through it simultaneously, but in different ways and at different paces. One partner might be ready to make major life changes while the other is still processing. One might want to take risks while the other craves stability. One might need more independence while the other wants more connection. These diverging needs can create serious relationship tension. A woman who's rediscovering her independence might seem distant to a partner who's craving more intimacy. A man who's questioning his life choices might seem unreliable to a partner who needs stability. Neither person is wrong. They're just at different points in their individual development. The challenge is compounded by the fact that many couples built their relationship on identities and dynamics established in their 20s and 30s. The person you married at 25 isn't the same person at 45, and neither are you. Both people have grown, changed, and developed in ways that might not align perfectly with the original relationship structure. Research shows that successful long-term relationships require multiple renegotiations over time. Couples need to periodically reassess and update their relationship agreements, roles, and expectations to accommodate how both partners have changed. The 40s often represent a major renegotiation point, but many couples don't recognize this need or know how to navigate it. The identity shifts of midlife aren't problems to be solved, they're developmental stages to be navigated. When couples understand this and support each other's individual growth while maintaining connection, relationships can actually become deeper and more authentic. When couples resist these changes or interpret them as threats to the relationship, conflict and disconnection often result. The key insight is that individual development and relationship health aren't opposites. They're complementary. People who continue growing and evolving as individuals often become better, more interesting partners. The challenge is creating a relationship structure flexible enough to accommodate ongoing change while maintaining core connection and commitment. Understanding the challenges of midlife relationships is crucial, but the real question is, how do you navigate this period successfully? How do couples maintain connection and even strengthen their relationships during this turbulent time? The first essential element is open, honest communication about what's actually happening. Both partners need to be willing to discuss their internal experiences, even when those conversations are uncomfortable. This means talking about hormonal changes, identity shifts, accumulated resentments, fears about aging, and changing needs. Many couples have spent years avoiding difficult conversations. Midlife requires breaking that pattern. Partners need to create regular, dedicated time for real conversation, not just logistics and scheduling. This might mean weekly relationship check-ins, regular date nights focused on connection rather than entertainment, or couples therapy to create a structured space for honest dialogue. The second crucial element is mutual empathy and support. Both partners need to recognize that they're going through difficult transitions simultaneously. Instead of competing for who's struggling more or whose needs matter most, successful couples approach midlife as a team facing shared challenges. This means recognizing that your partner's changes aren't about you. If she's becoming more assertive or independent, it's not rejection, it's development. If he's questioning his career or becoming more introspective, it's not distance, it's growth. The ability to support your partner's individual development without taking it personally is essential. The third element is willingness to renegotiate the relationship. The marriage or partnership that worked in your 30s might need significant adjustments to work in your 40s and beyond. This might mean redistributing household responsibilities, changing sexual patterns, adjusting financial arrangements, or modifying how you spend time together and apart. Successful renegotiation requires flexibility and creativity. It means asking, what do we both need now, rather than what did we agree to 15 years ago? It means being willing to experiment with new patterns and adjust them if they don't work. It means treating the relationship as an evolving entity rather than a fixed agreement. The fourth element is addressing accumulated issues directly. This often requires professional help. A skilled couples therapist can help partners identify patterns they've developed over years, understand how those patterns are affecting the relationship, and develop new, healthier ways of interacting. This process isn't easy or quick. It requires both partners to acknowledge their contributions to relationship problems, take responsibility for making changes, and commit to sustained effort over time. But for couples willing to do this work, the potential for relationship renewal is significant. The fifth element is maintaining individual growth alongside relationship maintenance. Healthy, long-term relationships require both partners to continue developing as individuals. This means supporting each other's separate interests, friendships, and goals, rather than expecting all needs to be met within the relationship. Paradoxically, the ability to maintain a healthy sense of independence often strengthens relationships rather than threatening them. Partners who have fulfilling individual lives bring more energy, interest, and vitality to their relationship. Those who depend entirely on their partner for fulfillment often create pressure that strains the relationship. Here's the bottom line: relationships after 40 are challenging not because anyone is going crazy, but because both partners are navigating profound biological, psychological, and social changes simultaneously. Add in years of accumulated issues and intense cultural pressures, and you have a perfect storm for relationship difficulty. But here's what gives me hope. Understanding these challenges changes everything. When couples recognize what's actually happening, when they approach midlife as a shared journey rather than a battle, when they're willing to communicate honestly and support each other's growth, relationships can not only survive midlife, but actually become stronger and more fulfilling. The marriages that end during this period often aren't failures. Sometimes they're acknowledgements that two people have grown in incompatible directions, and that's okay too. Not every relationship is meant to last forever, and recognizing that can be an act of courage and self-respect. If you're in a midlife relationship right now, whether it's thriving or struggling, know this: you're not alone, and what you're experiencing is normal. The question isn't whether midlife will challenge your relationship. It will. The question is whether you and your partner are willing to face those challenges together with honesty, compassion, and commitment to growth. If this video helped you understand midlife relationship dynamics better, hit that subscribe button and share your experiences in the comments. Are you navigating this period right now? What's been most challenging? What's helped? Remember, relationships are living things that need to grow and evolve. The partners who understand and embrace this truth create relationships that last not just in duration, but in quality and fulfillment.